Good morning, good morning. We just went on our beautiful walk in the park this morning. Not too much sun, it's pretty overcast. I actually thought, I was expecting it to be icier because they were predicting snow, but it wasn't bad at all actually. Yeah, they had a lot of fun. I was pondering on a few things this morning about, I've been listening to The Science of Being Rich, something like that. And very, very old book. And some of it really makes me laugh because it's obvious how our terminology has kind of changed and how. But I also noticed a few money triggers when he says certain things like, it's the best thing to do is to be rich or something like that. And I'd be like, oh, we don't say that and whatever. So I wasn't expecting that. But anyway, in this book, it's interesting because it definitely mirrors a lot of what Neville's work is, Neville Goddard's work on, it's what you believe that makes the difference. And your reality or your truth needs to be bigger than outside circumstances. You need to be so rooted in what it is you wish to manifest. No, it's just a person. He gets scared of people still. He doesn't really know them very well, so. No, don't bark at people. Don't bark at people. That's not nice. So, sorry. That your truth needs to be bigger than outside circumstances. So, and what it says is you can never, never, never allow for any signs. In this case, of course, it's good because he focuses on one thing. In this case, it's, the opposite of riches is poverty. So you can never allow for poverty to enter into your brain in any possible way. In your speech, like, I don't have money for this or any of that. You can't use that, because the more you do that, the more you ingrain your situation into what it is. So it's more that I've chosen to invest the money that I have differently in this moment. Something like that would already be different, because we all have something, and even if it's a very, very little something, it's still something. And I have a car, I have a house, and this morning I was going through my gratitude list, and I always manage, first thing in the morning I come up with 20, and it's just like, I am so truly grateful for everything that's in my life. I mean, I have so much, it's ridiculous. And not even in material things. I mean, my best, the ones that are always on the list are my doggies and my son, because they're truly what give me the most. And sometimes I'll put a circumstance that happened or something. Anyway, so back to this pondering that I did. Then I'm also comparing it to the fact of acceptance and how important it is to accept what's in our situation right now without resisting it. And so that kind of threw me for a loop, because I was like, I think acceptance is of the outer world in the sense of you can't be fighting it. You can't be saying, I just don't want this. This is not something I want in my life. It's there. And if it's there for a reason, and maybe you don't know that reason right now, or maybe you haven't stopped to think about it. Sometimes if you stop to think about, how is this serving me? And even if it's a very uncomfortable situation, every situation serves you in some way. So I'm saying this more to me than to anybody else, because I know the last the last few days have actually been really good, but I had a moment there where I was going into anxiousness, and it was about money. It was about a situation I've gotten myself into. It's nobody else got me into this. It's me, and it's making me face, I guess, maybe even my procrastination, and it's making me face that I talk a good talk, but sometimes it's really even more important to just put the actions in, and stop talking so much. Stop telling everybody what my big projects are. I think I used to do that because I wanted to have accountability for it. I would say it to the world, so this way I would kind of be like, then I'd be even more embarrassed. But the fact is, I'm putting myself into embarrassing situations anyway. And I don't even think there's a need for that. I don't need to be embarrassed or stressed or anxious enough to be able to do something. I need to do something because it's what I intend to do. So I went on for a long time on this one, but it was a really big thing, and I'm trying to balance this whole thing with acceptance versus resistance, and my truth versus the outside world. And I do think it fits in a very subtle way. I would love to hear what you guys think. If anybody has any comments on this, and if you've any experience with this as well, I think we can definitely help each other along this road. So in the meantime, I'll wish you all a wonderful day,